Okay, part 3.
Okay, so what did we leave off on?
We left off about the hypocrite stuff, the idols, the evilness of certain contemporary fashions, jewelry, the Buddha story. Oh, he did say that the greatest sin is ignoring the presence of God. That's what he thinks the number one worst sin is ignoring the presence of God. Weird. And he kept breaking into song in the middle of the sermon. And it was like little lines from the songs that they already sang. That was strange.
Trying to like emphasize his point. It wasn't really emphasizing anything, it was just making him look like a fool.
I know, because he wasn't even really singing. It was like Rex Harrison, just kind of talk singing. And it confused me a little bit at first. I was like, what is he doing? And then I realized, oh, he's trying to be musical. Not working.
Because he himself is in the choir.
Doesn't sing very well at all. Like, Fiona sang alright, but the rest of the, I don't know, it was weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, and he felt that going to church on Sunday was not enough because people were not living with God the rest of the week, that you are supposed to find a secret place to meet with God on your own for every other day of the week. You have to go off by yourself somewhere and
I think they
worship on your own.
Had things like that. Friday prayer. Wednesday they had children's program, youth meeting, adult discipleship.
Yeah, they had something else that Fiona
Saturday
and
men.
Creeper and Fiona tried to get us to go to. But I don't remember what it was. No. But that picture's kind of weird looking. They're all grabbing each other.
Basically, this place was...
Yeah, the dude was seriously up on the soapbox. It was
the life groups.
Oh yeah, life group.
At 6 p.m. on Sunday nights, they have life groups.
It doesn't even say what it is. It just says if you're not in one to see Linnell or Donna.
We were pointed towards Donna, but we did not follow.
No, we didn't. Because it seemed like they just wanted to assimilate us. I was kind of scared.
There's a Women of Faith conference that they were talking about, Ladies Dinner Fellowship.
Yeah, this is the program they gave us.
It tells you nothing about
anything?
the sermon, except on the back you have songs of praise. There were 5.
Which took up
a
most
welcome,
of the service.
which took up so much time. Worship through giving. This is when we met people, and they also gave money. Morning message, which was more like, I'm going to get on my soapbox and tell you are all horrible people.
Yes.
And then Body Life Ministry,
we missed that part because we left at 12:12.
Service was still going.
They hadn't even finished the message part yet because they were doing a prayer and we just kind of snuck out while everyone's heads were down.
Someone texted me, sorry.
And also because at first the usher was standing by the door and he probably would have, I was afraid he would try to stop us.
Like body check us.
Yeah, like it was, it was scary when as soon as we walked in to take seats, we were trying to find a place where we could sneak out as soon as possible. We were planning our escape before it even started.
You know who were in those scary costumes?
Who?
Remember the 2 guys that walked by us in the middle of the service, and you said that one of them was like hardcore checking me out?
They were the Jump In For Jesus people.
They were in
oh my god.
Because they came
one
back
kid,
after.
like, he walked by and he was like cruising Berlin hardcore.
I'm sorry.
He
You
looked
were
like 13 years old.
Thank
13
you.
or 14.
Little old for him.
And he can't even jump on beat. Dude's
horrible
got issues.
haircut too.
I know.
Oh, I really like this. On the front of this, I think this is like their slogan or whatever for their church. On the front of their thing, it says, I am about to do a brand new thing. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? Isaiah 43:19. I see nothing new that they're doing. They barely even touched on the New Testament.
Yeah, all the stuff that he read or paraphrased from was from the Old Testament, which I think that's why he's so judgmental, because the Old Testament is all about killing and stuff.
Okay, so they had the altar call, which was like basically they had everybody come up because they wanted to, like, you could talk to someone about why you weren't feeling God was in your life, or you could recommit or whatever.
Yeah, recommit yourself to Jesus.
We were walking out when they did that. half the place stood up to go up there. This is how bad they felt after this guy started talking.
He, like, totally guilt tripped them into this. And my family's Catholic, so I know all about guilt trips. This was hardcore. Like, seriously. It was like going to one of those, like, tent things. Revival. It was like going to one of those, where they go out and they, like, do this deal and get the devil out of your body, or whatever. I don't know. But it was right before that when the lady started sobbing her head off.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary.
Okay, so let's delve into this welcome packet that they gave us.
Yes.
First, we have a word from our pastor. I went through and highlighted some things that I thought we
were
needed to discuss.
interesting.
One thing they said is that you will find that New Beginnings is a special place filled with the love of Jesus Christ. I did not feel that.
any love at all. At all. I was feeling bad vibes. Really bad fucking vibes, guys. I just felt like I was being judged the whole time.
Seriously.
Because, like, everything he was talking about was basically us in a nutshell.
I'm pretty sure that, like, it says somewhere in the Bible, or someone
Judge
said
not, lest ye be judged.
I was going to go with only God can judge
I don't
me.
know why I just thought of that, because I haven't even read
same thing,
that
like,
part, I don't think. Yeah.
That's in there, and then there's the whole only God can judge me, and that does not mean only God through some crazy evangelistical
especially when you're going to paraphrase the Bible, which has already been paraphrased. You don't need to do that.
So, okay, and we got this.
This was in the folder.
Okay. This first thing is they have this New Beginnings is, and it has things in bold, and then it kind of says what they mean. Down here,
where it says Faith Church.
A faith church. It is not in bold. They don't care about being a faith church.
I kind of think it might have been a typo, but I really think it was a subconscious effort of
we believe,
they don't really care
because
that much.
They don't care that they believe the Bible is the Word of God and that God still performs miracles today. I'm sorry I was reading that upside down.
The Bible is the word of Pastor Steve.
Mm-hmm. Well, that brings us into values and beliefs. This is where I had fun if you see all the highlighting that got done. First off, we value people. Selectively, because obviously Colleen and I are not of value to this church, because
throughout the entire sermon, he was, like, berating, like, pretty much everyone in our social circle.
We have the same necklace. Well, I was wearing this necklace, and it's totally like hippie jewelry.
Yep. Which is basically going to be pagan, because, let's face it, hippies kind of live like pagans.
Mm-hmm. So,
and then, with the whole, like, cleavage in her hair.
I don't know, I really didn't have any cleavage
You didn't have
going
any
on.
cleavage, but according to them, definitely.
Yeah. Second, we value authenticity, because we hate religious hypocrisy. We strive to be real with one another and with God.
That entire sentence is, that's hypocritical right there.
It's hypocritical of Pastor Steve.
To say that they hate religious hypocrisy. And hate is really, that's a really strong word to use in a religious pamphlet. That you hate something. That just seems really not...
Because if you
not
hate
keeping
something...
with Jesus Christ's love. Because as far as Jesus Christ's teachings go, I don't think he would encourage you to hate religious hypocrites.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up really quick.
Oh my God.
Alright, we value joy. Apparently not, because you suck all the fun out of everything.
He made a lady cry. That's not joyful.
This is the good one. No. Okay, this is the best one. The Bible is God's perfect guidebook for living. Even that has been said by theologists, that the Bible should not be taken literally and word for word. Yet they say that it should, so apparently we need to go out back and sacrifice people.
Yep, let's sell all our daughters into slavery.
Because we need
Does anyone know what the exchange rate of the US dollar to a shekel is? Because that's what they use in the Bible.
Yeah. Okay, we don't want to make this a four-parter and, like, make y'all stab your eyes out really sorry, so we're going to wrap this up really quickly.
Yeah. So, basically, they're scary.
They're scary.
They're frightening.
If that's what you're down for, go to New Beginnings. We'll shoot you the information, whatever. So, thank you very much. The end.
All right.